Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do some more of my welcome to couponing video. Like I told you guys before, I'm not going to be doing a lot of haul videos this week just because some things are changing. I got a new job and we have a little bit less income coming in. So this is kind of like our crunch time. This is kind of our learning time. This is kind of just a different time for us. So some of my videos might be a little bit different. I might be doing some smaller deals, just different things like that. So if you guys want to leave me comments down below of what videos you guys would benefit seeing, you can go ahead and do that. You can like my Facebook page down below so that you can see deals like as I'm in the store or as I'm updating you guys on different things. You can see it down there. And also, if you're in my area or if you're not in my area and you'd like to join my coupon class, I am aiming for my first one on Friday. This Friday, I'm charging $15 because of the fact that I'm buying food and newspapers for the people who are in my area. If that is too much for you guys, you do not have to do it at all. It's just something that I want to do for other people, and people have expressed to me that they're wanting to learn from me. So that's just going to go strictly to me buying papers, me buying coupons. I don't plan to pocket much of that money. So before you leave hate comments about like I shouldn't be doing this, blah blah blah, it's strictly for my students, if you want to call them, the people who are joining my classes. That money is strictly going to you guys. So yeah, so if you're, like I said, if you want to do that as well, I'm aiming for my first one on Friday. You can message me privately because I know not everybody wants to give their location out. And if you're near me, then I can meet you. And if you're not, then we can Skype or something like that. I don't have FaceTime, but we'll figure something out. So just let me know what you guys want to see, and also if you're interested in any of those. So I'm going to be talking about how me and my fiance are saving on groceries, because now that this time is different for us, we really do have to cut our grocery bill in half, which we successfully have already done once. So it's not going to be a hard transition. It's just going to be something we need to pay a lot more attention to, because we really didn't these past couple months. Our bill kind of just fluctuated and we didn't really worry about it too much. So tip number one, I'm just going to start this video out here, is you have to meal plan. You really have to, because the more that you grab just random stuff in the store, the higher your bill is going to get. So I totally want to recommend you guys super affordable and good for your money products. Now, the only issue is I don't remember how much I paid for this exactly. So if you want to know exact numbers, I will look it up online. But I got this planner at Walmart, and it's called the See It Bigger planner. Basically, it's just a big planner. That's really all you need, is a really big planner. Let me show you guys one of the pages on the inside. It's just got a lot of room to write, so it's good for college students, but it's also good for planning out a budget. Let me show you guys the monthly look out here. As you can see, there's like some of our bills and stuff already written on there. So it's really good for being able to plan out. I have different events at random times because of my new job, so I like to write that here, as well as different things like filming and stuff like that. But this is really great because you can write your meals in here. It doesn't have a place for you to really write a grocery list. I mean, you can write it in here as you write your meal down, like what needs to go in that, if that works for you, because there is plenty of space to do that. Or you can purchase inserts. I don't have anybody specifically that I go to because I don't use them. I'm going to look it up after this video and maybe leave you guys some links down below to what I find. There are people who sell planner accessories and things, so if you really want to purchase an insert for your binder that has a meal plan, you totally can. If you want to be real inexpensive about it, you can get a Post-it note and stick it on here as well. That's what I do. I think I have one up here. This is a different one. It was like goals that I had for the month, but I put it up here so that I could see it. You can also do that. It's not a bad idea, so whatever works for you, but you have to have some kind of meal plan. I wish I could show you guys my 2 receipts, but basically, not our last trip, but the trip before it, we didn't meal plan whatsoever. We just grabbed off the shelves, and our total ended up being like $120 something, and we ran out of food in the middle of the week because we didn't have meat, because we were going to go buy that somewhere else, which I'll get to in another section. We didn't have actual meals planned out. We just had snacks and lunch meat and things like that. So it was a really bad trip. Yes, it got us through. We didn't kill ourselves that week, but it definitely wasn't good. It wasn't good at all. So what ended up happening is we lost money for other things. Of course, we got our bills paid and everything worked out okay eventually, but it was a big chunk of money that we could have used to something else. So this recent trip that we went on, I did meal plan. We don't follow it to a T, like this day has to be this certain item, but we do have meals set out. So for at least 2 weeks until our next paycheck comes in, we have a meal listed, and then we take from that meal and we eat that for dinner. So having a meal plan, you go only to what you need. So this trip, we only spent $41, and I got back about $4 from Ibotta and checkout 51. So it helped out a lot because I only walked to what I needed. I kind of roamed the aisles a little bit just for fun. You know, you just want to look around and stuff. That's harmless. But you really want to stick to what's on your list and only on that list so that you don't go over your budget. That's the biggest tip I can give you guys. Second, since I've already mentioned it, using Ibotta and checkout 51. Now there's kind of 2 ways you can do this. You can do this the extreme way, and you can only buy what is on that rebate, or you can do it the not lazy way, but just not as extreme. What I like to do is if I'm going to buy lunch meat, I see if there's any lunch meat on Ibotta, which is what we did last week. We looked for lunch meat, and it turned out if you bought that brand of lunch meat as well as that brand of bacon, you would get a 50-cent bonus. So we ended up buying all those, and we ended up getting a bunch of rebates back for it. And it wasn't super expensive. Sometimes Ibotta has, and Checkout 51 has, some brands are a little bit more pricey versus generic. They do have options where you can buy like any brand of milk, any brand of cereal, then you can buy your generic version. However, it is a good idea just to look to see if maybe it's worth it to buy the same yogurt or the same priced yogurt, but you would get a rebate back for one of them versus the other one. So I will have my Ibotta referral code down below if you want to use that. It's totally up to you. This video is not sponsored, anything like that. You guys will be able to join my team. You get a sign-up bonus as well as I, and we get to see each other's rebates, what we've done, what bonuses we can do, things like that. So if that helps you guys, you're more than welcome to use it. If you could care less, then you don't have to use it. But that really does help you in earning some money back. Now, of course, don't do it if the rebate is going to cost you a lot more than needed. Like, say your generic lunch meat is $2, and just to get a 75-cent rebate back, you're going to have to spend $4. That's not a good investment. But if it's the same price, or if it's something you're already going to buy, then I would recommend taking it off of the rebate so that you can get money back, and it just kind of helps with your cost a little bit. So then the next tip that I'm going to go on to is where to find grocery coupons, because they don't come out often. Things like meat and produce and stuff like that. But you can always, there's always sales for meat, and you can always check coupons.com. You can check whatever brand you are loyal to. If you're loyal to the generic brand, like the store brand, check when they have offers. Target just had a cartwheel for meat, which was really awesome. My HEB doesn't really have a lot of like coupons for meat. They do have these things if you do live near an HEB, where they do kind of like a whole meal all together. So if you buy maybe the meat or something, you get all the sides to go with it, which helps, because you can have an already made meal there, and you save on things like maybe you buy the chicken and they give you, you know, beans and rice and chips and soda for free. So it works out. But it really just depends on what brand you prefer, what your store offers. For my price point here, as far as what I would spend money on, it's usually $1.99 or below that, which is the best value. But every state has a different way of getting their meat and has a different price point on their meat. So, but from what it looks like at least $1.99 and below is what a lot of people that I've been seeing have in their area. So I would recommend that. Also on the topic of meat, I would go to places like Sam's and Costco to buy your meat in bulk. Now, the thing that you have to understand is it may seem a little bit more expensive in your head or at first when you go to checkout, but it actually saves you more money. So for example, I have 2 people in my house, me and my fiance. We bought I want to say 9 pounds of beef, and that ran us about $12, $13. And we did the same thing for chicken. But these chicken were really, really huge. In 2 meals, we used 4 breasts, and I think there was still like 4 or 5 more in there, which was a great deal because when we buy so much meat, we don't have to buy it when we go to the grocery store, if that makes sense. So things like meat, and sometimes you can find produce and snack foods, like hubby likes the Hot Pockets. So they're a lot better of a deal to buy them in bulk because they're cheaper per item. And if you're not familiar with what cheaper per item means, when you want to compare if you should buy it in Costco or Sam's versus at the grocery store, look at your cost. So for meat, usually it's about the same or cheaper to get it in bulk. But all you have to do is look at your ad, bring your store ad with you. You get them in the newspaper all the time, or you can just, like my HEB has it right at the door. You can just walk in and grab one, and take it with you. Then, sometimes they do price per ounce. That helps a little bit, but, if you go and you want to get other things besides meat, so maybe you want to get, like we recently bought sugar from Sam's. So at our local grocery store, it's about 3 pounds, I think it is, for about $2. And we got to Sam's and bought a 10-pound bag for about $4. So it was a much better deal. We got a lot more sugar. We still have sugar, and it saved us money. And also on meat, we spent initially $13 on a big thing of chicken, but we still have chicken. And our last grocery trip, we did not have to buy meat. So it works out quite a bit. And like I said, you can always look on coupons.com for grocery coupons. It's great to stack grocery coupons with rebates, with whatever your store offers. If your store doubles coupons, you're in a great place. My store doesn't double coupons, so I probably could get groceries a lot cheaper and help you guys out a lot more, but I don't get to double coupons here. I think I would have to drive somewhere maybe out of state, I'm not 100% sure, to be able to do that. So I'm kind of out of luck in that position. I don't get to take advantage of that because HEB kind of rules San Antonio. So I don't get to take a part of that. But if you do, then your coupons help you out even more. Things that are usually less than $1 will double, and you can get it for free or relatively cheap. So, but just because your coupon is not a super high value, you are still saving money. So I would not think of it as a loss. Even if it's only 50 cents or if it's only 75 cents, it's still a savings. it's still worth it. So I don't think I have anything else for you guys. I'm not too sure. I think that's pretty much it for right now. Meal planning, getting grocery or getting coupons, pricing your meat, buying in bulk, and yeah. And for those of you who have questions on the membership, for Sam's, I know it's $40 a year. I'm not 100% sure what Costco's is because I don't shop at Costco. If you don't want to pay the membership, you can go with a family member. They allow that. My fiance's mom has one. So we do not have one at the moment. I'm sure later down the road we're going to need to get one ourselves, but we go with her. So if you can go with a friend and you don't want to pay the $40 a year, then you can go ahead and go with a friend or a family member, and that'll save you a little bit of money if that's what you choose to do. And also, I guess this is not really, it's kind of a tip. If you are living in an apartment or you have a big family, or really anybody, I guess, really can benefit from a freezer, whether it's a stand-up freezer or a chest freezer. I personally have a chest freezer. If you guys want to see that or any more questions on that, you can let me know. But basically, it is 7 cubic feet. It's this little bitty freezer. It sounds about this wide, I want to say. And we freeze our meat in there. We have fruit in there for when I make smoothies. We have snacks and ice cream and things like that, and it helps out a ton because one, we don't have to put anything in our tiny freezer, which is why being in an apartment, you would benefit from that. It is a little bit of a tight space, not really, because we don't use our dining room, but people who entertain more might have an issue with it because ours is in our dining room. But it helps out a ton because small refrigerators do not have a lot of space in your freezer, and even big refrigerators now don't have a ton of freezer storage. So it's always good, no matter what, to invest in a chest freezer because you can freeze pretty much anything and it lasts for a while. I know our meats usually last about 6 months, so it's a good idea. It is a big amount of money, so it's not something that a lot of people can just go out and just buy. But I would consider that if you have some extra money in your budget, or you can save for a month or two and buy one. Ours cost us under $200, which is a really good price. But of course, if you really need like a huge freezer, it just depends on price point and what your family needs. And yeah, so I think I'm going to end that video here. And all my links and things will be below, so check down there for any additional information and stuff like that. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.